The ordering process in checkout begins in the customer portal for your Jira Service Management project. Selecting the checkout request type will direct the customer to the proper screen to begin creating their order. Similarly to any other Jira Service Management request type, project administrators have the capability to add custom fields of their choosing to the request form. The shipping address and ordering cost center are fields specific to the checkout application. Shipping address allows the customer to specify the location which their items should be shipped to. Cost centers represent specific departments against which checkout items are billed. Both of these fields can also be hidden from the portal and given a default value by the project administrator. The customer can select Start Shopping to open up the item catalog. Select the grid in the upper left-hand corner to switch the catalog view to Shop by Category. Customers can additionally filter items by other checkout fields, such as Providing Vendor. Using the search bar, customers can quickly navigate to an item of their choosing. This item shows as being in stock, meaning that checkout has found assets of this item in the asset inventory that are readily available for assignment. The Configure button signifies that there are additional item options to be specified by the customer upon selecting this item. Customers will be prompted to make a memory and storage selection for this specific item prior to adding it to the cart. If a customer wishes to make an order for an item that does not currently show in the catalog, they can select Request Something Not in the Catalog, which will display a prompt with a host of required fields to add a request for a custom item to this order. Once all desired items have been added to the cart, the customer can proceed to checkout and send their order. Customers can track the status of their new request in the Order Details section, as well as communicate directly with the procurement agent in the comments. The procurement process begins in the Jira Service Management agent view for a new checkout request. Selecting Fulfill Order or scrolling down the page will display the requesting customer's order details. The custom request shows a red bubble icon next to its three-dot panel, indicating that there is something that needs to be addressed prior to procurement. Since the customer made this request with a vendor that was not in the provided list, checkout prompts the agent to create the requested vendor. Note that the Submit Order button is grayed out for this checkout order. This is due to an automation that the project administrator has configured within checkout for this project that disables this button until a checkout request is approved by a specified user. Once the request has been approved, the Submit Order button is enabled. The procurement agent can fulfill an order in one of two ways. If the item is in stock, the agent can click on the three-dot panel next to the item and then select Use in-stock asset. Checkout will display each asset of this specific item that has not yet been assigned to a user. The agent can make a selection from this list, choose to backfill the item so that the stock is replenished, and then select Next. The next screen allows for agents to enter more granular information pertaining to the selected asset that will be assigned to the requesting user. The order details will update to show that the order status of the Apple MacBook item is completed. Purchase orders for checkout are enabled in this project with a multiple issues order flow. This means that upon selecting Submit Order, a new request of type Checkout Purchase Order will be created and linked to the original checkout order request for each of the two items that are slated to be ordered, as they are being procured from two different vendors. In addition, the purchase orders will be sent directly to the vendors themselves. Refreshing the page after submitting the order will display the two new linked purchase order requests. Attached inside of each one is the actual purchase order document itself. The vendor will be added as a request participant so that they can view the purchase order directly from the customer portal and create a corresponding invoice for the procurement agent. The invoice is created as another request and linked directly to the purchase order request that it was created from. On the invoice, the agent has the ability to pay for the item. Once the agent has paid for and received the item, navigating back to the corresponding purchase order allows for that agent to mark the purchased item as received. After completing this both for the backfilled MacBook and the custom item that the user requested, the order will show that it has been completed in full.